Hey guys, it's RockTheGolem, and welcome back to Beyond Eyes. We're in what it should pretty much be the last episode at this point. We have heard the familiar sound of Nani's bell ringing on her collar. We know where the sound is coming from. It's now just a matter of getting to where the sound is. Because every time we try to make a line for Nani, or what we think is Nani, we end up finding a wall or something to block our path. So now we're actually moving farther away from the sound in an attempt to circumvent this wall and get to where she is. Or he is, right. This is Nani is a boy. I keep forgetting that. But anyway, so this looks promising though. All right, let's do it again. Let's make a beeline right for her and see what blocks us this time. Oh, look at that. Let's see if we can go in. Yes, we can. And we have just found the entrance. But the entrance to what? I don't even know where the hell we are. Oh. Oh no! Aw, poor Ray. Wait, what did she land on? Oh, she's not in a garden, she's in a cemetery. I was like, whoa, that's a very weird path to, like, a stone to be on a path like that. Like, it was rounded off of that. I'm like, why would that be there? And then all of a sudden I realized, oh, they're all gravestones. So he's not standing on a barrel, he's probably standing on a headstone. Now we have to try to find a way to him while avoiding all of these. Well, now at least makes sense why she was scared. Must just been like the aura of the area, if you will. Let's see if we can get to Nani, though.
Nani.
Watch it not even be Nani. Watch it be like something that's like hanging over the headstone.
Hmm?
Yeah. Oh, it's a collar. Uh-oh. But is that actually Nani's collar? Was Nani buried under the tree? Is Nani gone? I'm very confused. What's happening? Come on. Ray, put it together. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I think Nani's dead. Aw, Ray. Don't tell me this really is how the game is. Oh, she smells something. Because the yellow streaks definitely indicate smells. Like, I was being serious, but also, like, sarcastic when I said, like, God damn it, don't let her be dead. Oh. Really? Devs, come on. Oh, Ray. Oh no, come on. Why? Oh, come on, Ray, Nani, no. Why would you do that to this poor girl? Like, she lost her sight, she lost all of her friends, and now you've taken away the one friend she actually had? Ray had finally realized that Nani was gone forever. Oh, come on. What is it? That's so sad. Why would you do that to that poor girl? Closure. Achievement unlocked. Oh, yay. Original concept by Shirita Halatoe in memory of Ray and Nani Halatoe. In our short time together, you taught me all the precious things of life and love, of seeing the world through ever-changing eyes, of holding on and letting go, and taking something else. I'll miss you. Oh, man. So it was based on a true story? I didn't know that was the case. I just thought it was, like, one of those, like, a little artistic game that, like, kind of, you know, made you look at the world in a different way and, like, try to hit you in the feels, which, believe me, it did and everything, but, like, did this actually happen? Did, like, this poor little girl, like, lose her sight and make a friend with a feral cat and then, like, wandered off on her own when he didn't come back just to find out that the cat had died? And then, like, if this is supposed to be in memory of Ray as well, so Ray is dead too? Like, did something happen to Ray on this adventure, or was it just, like, a story from, like, a portion of Ray's life and then Ray ended up, you know, dying later on? Like, I don't know. But, oh, for Christ's sake. Like, I'm disappointed in myself for making the joke at the very beginning, but at the same time, I'm also disappointed for calling it, being like, oh yeah, of course, they killed off the little girl's one true friend. Because, like, I don't know, maybe it's just because when these, like, inspirational games first came out, they operated off of shock value and of being, like, taking you out of, like, your normal video game comfort zone and, like, actually making you think about life and people and things like that. So, I don't know, maybe, like, it's gotten to be almost, I don't want to say stale, but it's been done so much that you could almost see where the game is going even at the very beginning. I would have liked it to have been a very happy ending for Rei, for her finding Nani and everything, but, that's not always in the cards. So, real life, especially if that's what the game is supposed to have been based off, does not always have a happy ending. Like, that's just the way things are. All right, well, Rei's back in the garden, it looks like. So what happens now? Oh, wait, the dog. It's got to be the dog because that's who she threw the ball to. Oh, it's Lily. Okay. That also works. Hi, Lily. How you doing? Is the dog also with you, or is it just you? Do you now realize by the way I'm walking that I'm blind? And you probably shouldn't have thrown the ball at me like a douchebag? Aww. No, here. Like, does Rei, Rei doesn't even want to be friends with her, does she? Or maybe she does. Okay. Alright, so nice. Okay, so she makes a friend with Lily and invites her in. Oh, and then after this winter, Lily ends up dying too, and then Rei goes on another adventure. Good God, sorry. One day, Rei received a visitor. Which is, yeah, it's Lily, the little girl. Again, I hope this is part of the real story. Oh, that is so cool. It ends the way it begins. That's literally like the very first line. Well, not the very first line, but one of the first lines you read when Nani appears is one day Rei received a visitor. So that is very sweet. Like it's so cool because Rei had essentially lost all of her friends, whether it was because they didn't want to hang out with her or she didn't want to hang out with them or whatever it was. And then Nani came along with the caption of one day Rei received a visitor. And then now with Lily coming back, it's basically beginning a whole new friendship with Lily. So that is very cool. But again, the gamer asshole in me is like, you already heard me say the comment of, oh yeah, like, well, now there's going to be another winter and Lily's going to disappear and then Rei's going to go on another adventure and now she's going to find Lily dead. So, I mean, again, that's just like the cynical gamer in me. I apologize if that offends anybody. It's not meant to be. It's a joke. It's not meant to offend anybody, and I'm sure it probably will if anyone actually watches up to this point in the video and everything. But oh, that was a good game. I liked that. Like, it really made you like feel helpless at times. It like you're a little girl who's blind. Like, you're basically like trying to figure out the world all over again because yeah, you've been places and you've seen things. You understand colors and creatures and people and the environment around you and everything, but you don't obviously know what's around you. Like this is kind of a very like gross example of it, but like I've been on an assignment at work for the past 9 months where I was basically isolated to 2 or 3 different rooms. So there was a lot going on around me that I used to be aware of because I was working security and I'd be able to go everywhere and see everybody and go into any room I wanted and to touch anything I wanted and whatnot. So my world was much bigger. I was able to experience everything, and as things changed, I noticed those changes. But being down on this assignment where I was stuck in a very particular area that I couldn't go outside of, things further out of that circle were changing all the time, and I had absolutely no idea what the changes were. And now that that assignment is over and I'm back working security again, I'm going around and I'm finding myself having to relearn a lot of things and like remembering what they were, but seeing what they are now and realizing what the differences are. Imagine that being your life on a daily basis, that you can't see beyond the little bubble that you have around you. and like what you can basically sense around you, and that every time you go up to what you think something is or what you remember something being from the day before, it may be completely different, and you have to completely repaint that picture in your head, which is what happened in this game several times. So kudos to the devs. They did an incredible job with this game, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Despite some of the sarcasm I threw out there, I do enjoy this game. I think it is very nice. I'm sure I probably missed a lot of stuff. I only unlocked like 2 or 3 achievements, and I think there were 9. Like, obviously, it's only a 2-hour-long game, so there isn't a lot to throw in there, but that goes to show that there is still stuff in there I missed, which, I mean, is totally reasonable. The fact that I would go through, and I'm trying to, complete my primary objective, because, I'm looking for my friend. It's not, my instinct to go off and wander and explore. Like, there is to a certain extent, but when I know what it is that's going on, I don't know what's around me. I'm still trying to go off in, like, direction A to figure out if that's the correct one. I don't have time to explore B and C as well to figure out if those are right. I have to go through it like I'm a systematic type person. That's just the way it works for me. I'm sure that there's a lot that I probably even saw that I might have missed as well, and there's probably also unknowns further out. But that's going to do it for Beyond Eyes, guys. As far as I know, there's nothing more to this game that I can play. It was a short little game, but I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Now I have the opportunity to figure out what it is that I'm going to play next. I've been debating on actually continuing on with Assassin's Creed Syndicate because of Assassin's Creed Empire being announced a few weeks ago, or being discussed. I don't know if it's been officially announced or anything, but that is something that's supposed to be coming out later this year, and seeing as how Ubisoft has given the game 2 years worth of development as opposed to just 1, it should be a very good, very polished game. The other thing too about it is that the main character they have is slated to actually go into its own trilogy, very similar to the way they did with Ezio. So that means that now Ubisoft is considering the long-term game, and they're not just pumping out games as quickly as they possibly can, which means they should be putting a lot into these games and thinking things through. So I feel like it's almost going back to the original Assassin's Creed formula. So I'd like to get Syndicate out of the way so that when Empire comes out, I can get it and actually jump right in and start recording for you guys. I don't know what game it is I want to play. There is also some Xenoverse 2 stuff as well. There's more content that's been released since I finished playing. I don't know if I want to jump into that and just kind of wrap that up real quick, even before I get into Syndicate or not. But there's also Dragon Quest Heroes 2 that's coming out soon. There's something else coming out too that I was interested in, but I can't think of right now. So if you guys have any suggestions of what it is you'd like to see, even if it's something that I haven't mentioned in the past, like just now, if there's something that you guys think would be fun for you and for me as well, please feel free to suggest it. Leave it in the comments below, direct message me, email me, however you're most comfortable with getting in contact with me. Just let me know, and I'll definitely take things into consideration. But as I said before, that's going to do it for Beyond Eyes, so thank you all very much for watching. If you like what you've seen and heard, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And having said all that, I will see you all on the other side. Take care.